the worst announcement your school ever made. I was sitting in chemistry class when the intercom suddenly crackled to life. The principal's voice sounded strained and unusually serious. All students and staff, please remain in your classrooms until further notice. The room instantly fell silent. Nobody knew what was happening. Our teacher locked the door, turned off the lights, and told us to stay calm, but she looked just as nervous as we were. Within minutes, rumors started spreading through text messages. Some students claimed there was a dangerous person near campus. Others said there had been an accident. My phone buzzed with messages from my parents telling me to stay safe. The waiting was the worst part. Every sound in the hallway made us jump. Nearly an hour later, a staff member knocked on the door and quietly asked me to gather my things. My heart dropped as I walked through the empty halls. Everyone stared at me. In the front office, my older brother was waiting. His eyes were red like he'd been crying. During the drive home, he barely spoke. When I kept asking what happened, he just said, "Mom and Dad will explain." The second we pulled into our driveway, I knew something was wrong. Relative scars filled the street. My aunt was standing on the porch wiping away tears. Inside, my mom immediately wrapped her arms around me and started crying. That's when my dad told me the reason for the lockdown. Earlier that morning, my grandfather had suffered a massive heart attack while volunteering at the elementary school across town. The school district had temporarily locked down nearby campuses while emergency crews worked in the area. My grandfather didn't survive. The rest of that day felt like a blow. Just the night before, he'd called me to ask about my grades and joke about my terrible basketball skills. I kept expecting my phone to ring and hear his voice again. Years later, I barely remember anything from my chemistry class, but I still remember that announcement. For everyone else, it was just an unusual school day. For me, it was the moment my childhood changed forever.